Hi, I'm Michelle Begay with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia. Which city in Latin America is celebrating the 20th anniversary of its annual hot air balloon festival? We'll have the answer later. The lead-up to Brazil's second round of elections has seen a bit of violence. As President Jair Bolsonaro and former President Luis Inácio Lula da Silva try to sway undecided voters, polls are showing a technical tie. Unfortunately, the tensions are spilling onto the streets. There has been an unusual spike in attacks among supporters of the rival parties. There have also been violent threats against public officials. In one high-profile incident this week, Roberto Jefferson, a former government official and a supporter of President Bolsonaro, fired a rifle at police officers, wounding two of them. He has been taken into custody. The president has sought to distance himself from his former ally. The runoff vote is scheduled for this Sunday, October 30th. And now let's go to my colleague Al Baverstock in Mexico. He has the latest on Hurricane Roslyn.
At least 3 people have died in the aftermath of Roslyn, a Category 3 hurricane which struck Mexico's Pacific coast. The cyclone, described as extremely dangerous by the US Hurricane Center, brought winds close to 200 kilometers per hour, large storm surge, and widespread flooding. The deaths were caused by collapsing buildings, and now the long process of recovery begins. After a slow start to the 2022 hurricane season, the later stages have been very destructive, with Central America, Cuba, Florida, and northeastern Canada all badly hit by powerful storms. And with more than a month to go before the season officially ends, this more extreme weather is now being seen as the rule rather than the exception.
A protest in Bolivia left one person dead and several injured. The demonstration took place in the economically booming city of Santa Cruz. Protesters want a census, originally scheduled for 2024, to be moved up sooner because of the need for more healthcare and education resources. Government backers and detractors faced off during the weekend, brandishing stones, sticks, and explosives. Check out these images from Peru of the endangered spectacled bear. The rare images were shared by the National Service of Natural Areas protected by the state. The sighting of the bears took place in a nature reserve. The Janachaga-Chemillin National Park is home to the spectacled bears and another 120 mammals, along with 700 different bird species. Experts say the sighting of the spectacled bears can help them develop conservation strategies. Now let's check out the stories we're following for next week. First, Colombia is breaking its own record, unfortunately when it comes to the cultivation of illicit crops. A UN report shows Colombia increased its cultivation of coca, the main ingredient used to produce the drug cocaine, by 43%. Last year, the area of coca crops grew to 204,000 hectares. This is the highest figure since 2001 when the UN Office of Drug and Crime began monitoring and collecting data. Colombia's new president, Gustavo Petro, has said the drug war has failed. We'll be following his new approach to crush the illegal trade. Second, a new report from the World Wildlife Fund shows that the population of vertebrates, this is the bird, mammal, reptile, amphibian, and fish species, has seen a 69% drop on average since 1970. Latin America is even worse off than the average. Its monitored population of vertebrates experienced an average decline of 94%. What do experts think can be done? Taking action that helps us rethink our food production and consumption, and helping mitigate climate emissions. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is C. This year, León, Mexico will celebrate the 20-year anniversary of its International Hot Air Balloon Festival. To promote the big moment, the festival planners held a musical event with hot air balloons in Mexico City's main square, El Zócalo. The fair in León will be held from November 18th through the 21st. And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.